All right, I'm Brandon. This is Frank with ALCO. We're going to show you on how to put these IV poles on. You have gotten the IV-02. For this reason, we've only brought the IV pole. It has the same mount, just so you can see a little better down where the mounting hardware is, where it goes on. It's coming pre-packaged to you with everything kind of lumped together and the bolts here. Start by taking the single nut off. That will allow you to get your brackets.
Yes. Take your bolts or your nuts off of your U-bolts, pull those as well.
For this purpose, we're just using one of our sample chairs. Disregard that they have the push bars on them. That's just something for a sample that we have. We've already removed the rear anti-tipper on your chairs. I don't believe that you did get anti-tippers. If you did,
no, they just have the end plugs.
If you have the end plugs, don't worry about it. Leave the end plug on. The IV pole 02 is going on the left side of the back of the chair. So when you're looking at the chair, it's going on the left side. You're going to take your first U-bolt, put it in the lower bracket onto the lower portion of the frame. That's called the step tube of the frame. The U-bolt will go from the outside of the frame in.
Fits in.
You put it through your bracket. I like to snug them up just a hair, just to keep it kind of in place. This piece here. Then you have your spacer bracket.
In front, correct? Yeah.
Yes. Slides in front of it.
Put your bolt back
Put
through.
your bolt back through the top bracket.
I think that goes
through this bracket.
Yeah, there we go. Back through there. As such.
Then you
And
take your second
The
U-bolt.
second U-bolt goes around this piece of the frame here and through.
We like to put it in between the two bosses for Hemi height and standard height, just because it seems to fit there perfectly. If you'll see, it's nice and flat and holds it nice and tight. Put your two bolts or two nuts on that second U-bolt. Fit everything nice and snug.
Yep. Tighten everything down. And there should have been a zip tie with it as well. Right here, the zip tie fits up around here. You normally wouldn't have this piece on here again, but the zip tie goes on there, snugs tight around the arm or the handle as well, so that holds it in place up there better. Otherwise, it's still a pretty solid
This
fit.
pole is very solid fit
When
with the two
everything's
mounting
tight.
points at the bottom and at the center. The zip tie is really not necessary. It's just to give it a little extra security. And then
That's
your
it.
IV-02, or in this case, the IV, is mounted to the back of the chair. I hope this helps, and thank you for purchasing ALCO.